versus Jodi and Arias.
Most people think what you did to Travis Alexander is insane.
I loved Travis, and I looked up to him. It might change my memory.
Were you obsessed with him?
No, not at all. He had a list of fantasies that he wanted to fulfill.
She's the one that did the stabbing. She's the one that slit his throat. She's the one that shot him.
I didn't commit murder. I didn't hurt Travis. I would never hurt Travis.
As to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty.
Tonight, boyfriend butcher Jodi Arias looks right into the eyes of potential jurors who look back at her in turn and say, "We want you dead." Jury selection in Jodi's penalty phase retrial not going as she hoped. One by one, possible jurors being excused because they say they can't be impartial. They've got their minds made up about what this convicted murderess deserves.
I just couldn't be impartial.
She's guilty of sin. They're wasting our taxpayer dollars. I did not want to be on the jury because I already think she deserves the death penalty. And she needs to get to prison.
Get to prison or get to death row?
Death row.
Now, that woman who was dismissed from the jury pool is my exclusive guest tonight. Straight out to Barbara Patterson. You watched every second of the trial. You know about her stabbing Travis 29 times, slitting his throat ear to ear. So what exactly got you dismissed from this retrial?
Well, when the judge asked if there was anybody that felt like they couldn't be impartial based on just the evidence that they were going to see in the courtroom, I had already seen all of the evidence because I watched every second of the trial, the guilt phase and then the penalty phase. And then on my own time, I would look up the transcripts and I saw the crime photos, everything. So I didn't feel like that I could be impartial because I told the judge that I believed that the first jury should have did their job, and I said if they would have done the right thing, none of us would be here right now. And then I looked directly at Jodi Arias and I said, "You do not want me on this jury."
Whoa! Now, give us a sense of your impressions of Jodi Arias in this penalty phase. What she's looking like, what she's acting like, her reaction to your comment.
Jodi, when we filed into the courtroom, she had her chair turned around so she could see. She was looking at everybody when we first came through the doors. And then when we were saying our piece, whatever, she would directly look at every juror right in the eye, you know, when they were standing up telling why they couldn't be on the jury. She's looking a little bit peaked, like she's very, very pale.
Is she scared? Do you think she's scared? Do you think, in other words, look at it this way. Jodi, of course, displays a lot of overconfidence. Remember when she was going into the first trial, what she said? Let's play it, and then we'll get your comment.
No jury is going to convict me.
Why not?
Because I'm innocent, and you can mark my words on that one. No jury will convict me.
So, supreme overconfidence. She was convicted. She wasn't innocent. She ultimately admitted she slit his throat, although she said she was in a fog. Do you think Barbara Patterson, our primetime exclusive guest, a potential juror who was just dismissed, do you feel that she's still self-deluded and thinking, I'm going to walk away from this somehow, or is the reality that she might be given a lethal injection sinking in?
I think that she has been behind bars, and I think she thought she had a lot of supporters on the outside, and I think that as she's beginning to see what people really think of her, she is scared. She had a different demeanor about her in the courtroom yesterday than she had during the guilt phase of the trial and even the penalty phase. She's not cocky anymore. She's not acting smug. She looks like a deer in the headlights, like she's terrified.
One last question, Barbara. Quickly, make a prediction. Will Jodi Arias take the stand in this retrial?
Yes.
Ha! Well said. And I agree with you. I think that experts are saying she doesn't have to. She's got experts. but I think her narcissism and her desire for attention will inspire her to take the stand, even though the jury foreman in the last trial said that's what did her in, that she's a horrible witness. All right, by the way, my book, Expose the Secret Life of Joe.